Hey guys, so in honor of us picking our topic, which is memories and scars, I thought I would do this week's video on two scars I have, which I got at the same time. They're on my arm. Kind of hard to see in the video, but they're like, it's pretty obvious when you see them in person. And I have a lot of scars on my body. I think I'm very accident prone, and I was, like, I'm not anymore, but I used to be like a very big klutz, and so I just have scars everywhere in my body, from all sorts of weird, just dumb things. But so, how I got these was actually 2 summers ago. I used to work in a scene shop, and there was one day during the summer we were moving all of our metal pieces and like set pieces and just anything metal we really had, we would keep in this shed outside. And so we were moving them, and of course it's very, very hot. It's like 100 degrees, middle of the afternoon, and as we're like trying to rearrange these metal stuff, one table actually came and like fell and scraped my arm in these two spots, and it actually like burned and cartilized it as it scraped me because the metal was so hot. And my boss, who was this, older, very scary man, he, I don't know how else to explain him. He has a very dry sense of humor, and like he would constantly make jokes about how he wanted to fire one of our coworkers and stuff. So just all around, just kind of terrifying guy to be around sometimes. He actually came over. He had a glove on his hand, and so he wiped the blood off of my wounds, and he looks at it and he's like pulling it apart, and he's looking at it and he goes, "Yeah, you don't need stitches. You can keep working," which is just, funny. I mean, like, it wasn't bad. It hurt in the moment, but other than that, it was fine. But like one of the interesting things is because these scars are so prominent on my body, I'll just be like waving my arm around, and sometimes I can like catch people like staring at them, and which is weird because I just, it's not something I think of. I don't like really think of people like looking at my scars and being like, oh, what's happening, like what's going on there, where, and like it's weird because like I'll just be talking about something random and someone will just be like staring at it, and like they won't ask about it or anything, which is, I don't know. It's just interesting that like I find it weird that like if you're looking at it, why don't you ask? Why not just like, why just stare at it? I mean, I will very, it's not a crazy story. It takes like 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes. It takes like a minute for me to tell you. But I don't know. Maybe there's like some sort of perception about scars or something for other people. But I don't know. I think scars are interesting, and like, a lot of times there's some unique stories of how people got scars, and like I think that's interesting in comparison to, there's so many times I've heard someone be like, I don't even know how I got this bruise, or I just woke up with this, which is so weird. But like I also can relate to that. There's so many times that I've found a marking in my body and been like, where does this come from? Which is, I don't know, strange that like this body that we inhabit, just sometimes things happen to it and you don't even realize. But yeah.